Hey everybody, Bill Wisch here. Hope you're doing well. What's the greatest card trick of all time? Tony Slydini's helicopter card. I'll put my money on that any day of the week. The reactions I've gotten with this in the last 45 years is incredible. Finally, I put everything on a video so that you can learn it yourself and you can get those same reactions. All the information, all the techniques and strategies, especially about the misdirection, which is incredible. He called it more natural than natural. It's better known today as crossing the gaze, but there's so much more to it. But crossing the gaze is kind of simplistic. When you add in the other elements that I've spelled out quite detailed, there's 3 other elements in this video to make it so powerful. One of the things you want to remember with this trick, you can pretty much do it any place for any kind of a crowd. A lot of people are afraid to try it, but it really works. I've done it for everybody, as you'll find out on here. There's so many people I've done it for that nobody tried it, and I don't think, but nobody does this trick. I don't know why. Now you can do it. There's only going to be 100 of these made. After they're gone, they're gone. The next 2 weeks, we have them up for sale. If you want your copy, get it now. Because if you don't, it's not going to be available at any lectures. It's not going to be available online on my website or anything like that. It's a one-shot deal. The Helicopter Card Trick Legacy Edition 2025. See this little key right here? That's your ignition key for the helicopter. And you're going to get your license and you're going to get it all aboard on your helicopter and you're going to never want to land. And neither will your audiences. Get your copy today. So let's talk about crossing the gaze. Like I said, it was way too simplistic saying the gaze because it's not just the gaze. It's also the voice, it's also the object, and it's also the language. Now you gotta watch the card at all times. This time I'll put it in the center. Okay. Whereabouts would it be?
Probably right about there.
Okay. This time I'm gonna do a little different. I'm going to put it into the pack so you know where it is. The 2 of hearts this time, not the 3 of hearts, right?
Yep, 2 of hearts.
So you know where the 2 of hearts is. It's got to be here, right? We're going to talk about the helicopter card trick. Slydini's favorite trick, actually. He loves this trick. So do I. So does everybody. Not many people do it, though. But we're going to talk about that. Why do people like it? Why did Slydini like this trick so much? You can do the helicopter card trick for pretty much anybody. So how long is it going to take, in your opinion, to learn the helicopter card the right way? Which for you, now you have the ability to learn it the right way. And this person's in the perfect situation. So I went through the whole routine and I moved my body. It's called independence. I found it out when I was in the Navy. I was a musician in a Navy band for 4 years. Let me do the Slydini palm for you and show you how it works, the technique part of it. This is the first phase. You've made your fan. The person has removed the card. And you're going to pretend, you're going to supposedly put the card into the pack. Now in my version of the first phase, I do something I call, so for the second phase, you're having them take out another card. So they take out a card, and again you say, I knew you were going to take that card. It gets a laugh, it's a little bit of humor. And you do another false move and you turn to the left. Now this is my way of doing the second phase. The reason I do it this way is because the same idea, you're at the edge of the table turned, but I'm going to show you the move. As you saw in the performance part of it, it's pretty well covered. Now let's talk about the third phase. The second phase and the first phase, the card got over 2 different ways. Back in May of 1974 at a private lesson, and it's such a unique glimpse into Slydini's mastery of how he worked with people, whether 2 people or 1,000 people. And I hope you enjoy this unique presentation.
I think it's
You want
something.
to do the helicopter?
I never saw that myself. I never saw you do that either.
No.
No.
Taken at an angle where you could see every move of every phase, and it'll be a benefit to you because you'll be able to see how the timing works. I told you, the card is always here.